There's an interesting sense of where we are in the film in relation to your character and the other characters. A lot of the movies people will see tomorrow night, it's shot from the inside of buildings looking out in the street where you're panhandling or having interaction with people on the street. We're very far away from you a lot of the time. You blend in the crowd.
It actually goes both ways. Sometimes I'm in an office and Oren's shooting from across the street in another apartment. So on a long lens, giving us a close-up, but through 2 layers of glass that are 150 feet apart.
And of course, the reality of this is, in some of these scenes, you were actually interacting with real people on the streets of New York, as I understand it, who did not recognize you to be Richard Gere.
No, it was a really bizarre thing. It was the concept. I mean, now, we can laugh about it now, and we do, but we didn't know that the concept would work. The idea was we would have these long lenses, and it was a visual scheme that Bobby Bukowski, who was the DP, and Oren really were vigilant about, of doing something that was special, and it was using these long anamorphic lenses, long zooms, special cameras, special lenses from Germany, and that's where our money went, was really for these lenses. And yeah, so we had a test day. We were going to call it a test day because there wasn't a full crew. And it was partly, we wanted to get footage because we only had 21 days to shoot. We wanted to get some footage, but in reality, we were testing to see if the whole concept of how we were going to do this film was going to work, which is what the filmmaking was going to have no footprint, that no one would see the cameras. The cameras would be hidden in storefronts or up on roofs or in men-at-work tents on the street. So the whole, and we were very clear, even when the ADs, they had like CIA mics that they were talking into, and but I had to be out in the streets to make this work. And I didn't know if it was going to work. I don't think Oren really, none of us knew if it was really going to work. So I, at that point, was pretty much in character, and I'd made my decisions. We made decisions about how it was going to look, but I was pretty much in character. So I went out in the streets in Astor Place, and I was a little scared, because it's something I would never do. Just hang on the corner of Astor Place with no hat, you know, no kind of keep moving mentality, but just did it. And it ended up being one of the most profound experiences of my life. I mean, I'm the same guy that's the one that's sitting here in front of you, and people want to know what he thinks and what he says. I'm the same guy that was on the street there, that everyone was avoiding. There was no difference. So circumstance and point of view and causes and conditions, this is something that I work with in terms of Buddhism all the time, focusing on as the great leveler. But there's very rare to have a real life experience where you know that the world itself is a story, that we are a story, nothing more, nothing less. There's nothing there. And the profoundness of knowing that I only exist based on what the world thinks I am, and bounces back to me, of course, like a tennis game. And we play that game back and forth of expectations. But it was a radical moment for me. We had a shot about 40, 45 minutes. We shot digitally, we could have long takes of me panhandling. And I got a little bolder as I went along, of being even more open and moving towards people, not harassing them. Actually, the shot is in the movie, towards the end of the movie. It was so kind of profound to all of us that it ended up being an important thing in the movie.